another video on the Life After Brady channel. Today we're going to the Sunday slate, really the premier games, and this is to be the creme de la creme top game of the weekend. The Cincinnati Bengals travel up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams are absolutely red hot. Bengals have won 9 in a row. Bills have won 8 in a row. Been very good for both teams. Obviously, they were supposed to play Week 17 before the unfortunate accident with Damar Hamlin. We thankfully, though, get to watch this game, as it should be phenomenal between both teams. Two truly elite teams. The Bengals are up here. Bills are down here. I think that part of the problem of why maybe this game isn't getting as much hype as it should is these two teams both played tough games last week. The Bengals win 24-17 over the Ravens. The Bills blow it late, win 34-31 over the Dolphins. To me, this is about divisional games, though. You know, the Ravens and Dolphins, both the third time they've played these teams this year. It's hard to beat a team, on the third time. It's just, you know what the teams do on offense, you know what they do on defense, you know what they do on special teams. Coaches have a feel of each other. Divisional opponents, so they've played each other a couple times. I know, Miami's new with Mike McDaniel, but, the players are at least familiar with each other. So, to me, these two teams might be a little, step down from where you think they are, but they're really quite good with these offenses, nearly top 5 or 6 in every category, especially passing. These two rushing attacks, not the best. 29th in yards for the Bengals, 29th in yards per attempt. The Bills have a high yards per attempt due to those Josh Allen runs, but really no running back all year. So this is going to be about the quarterbacks. More particularly, can the quarterbacks control the football and not turn the ball over? Joe Burrow and the Bengals with 12 interceptions this year for 14th in interceptions versus the Bills. 14 interceptions, good for 21st, and with those fumbles lost, they've had 31 turnovers on the year, just too many. I think that's what it's going to come down to Sunday afternoon in Buffalo. Who can win the turnover margin? I think, unlike the Chargers and Jacksonville a week ago, you're not going to be able to have 5 turnovers and beat these teams. Just their offenses are too good. You're not going to get away with doing that. 5th in points per drive for the Bengals, 2nd in points per drive for Buffalo. I think if Burrow and Allen can kind of control themselves a little bit, not throw the ball around the yard, I think they're going to be able to make plays. For that reason, 5.5. I like the Bengals. I think they could be the better team. This game could have been in Cincinnati if they had played and won that Monday night game. I think Buffalo's just kind of teetered a little bit down the edge. They won by 12 against New England, but that was really thanks to 2 kick returns. Chicago was done at this point. Miami, a 3-point game. New York was terrible. Only won by 8, and then a couple other close games there with Cleveland and Detroit. So I just don't love what Buffalo's doing right now. I think they're not playing their best football at the right time. So give me Cincinnati plus 5.5. We wrap up Sunday, a game that everyone's looking forward to. 2 storied franchises, the Dallas Cowboys traveling to California to take the San Francisco 49ers. We'll go into it, but to me, this is the only favorite I like for the week. I'll spoil it right now. San Francisco -4. A, it's your smallest number, and B, I just think they're a far superior team to the Cowboys. Cowboys have played well. They won 6 of their last 8. San Francisco's won 10 in a row, including with Brock Purdy. They've won 7 in a row. I just think this is a dominant team. A couple things I don't like for them, or for Dallas, played on Monday night. They blew out Tampa Bay. But who really thinks Tampa Bay was a good team? I think anyone who came out of the NFC South was going to be a lesser team, the weakest 4 seed we've seen in a while, in my opinion. So, Dallas goes and kicks their butt, but is that really telling you anything? I don't think so. 49ers, close game. They were losing at the end of the first half thanks to that 17-point quarter from Seattle, but absolutely blew them out in the second half to win 41-23. They have 2 extra days rest as they played Saturday afternoon. They stayed home versus Dallas has had to travel this weekend to get to this game. I just expect them to really smother them. Is San Francisco great on offense? I don't know. This rushing attack, 10th in yards per attempt, 8th in yards. The passing attack, as you know, isn't going to be phenomenal, but they're not going to throw interceptions. 3rd in the league in interceptions. They are going to get touchdowns, thanks to Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. And they're not going to turn the ball over. 17 turnovers on the year for 3rd in interceptions. One thing I do think on the opposite side I really like, 30 turnovers the defense was able to get this year, and I expect them to be able to do that with Dak Prescott. The Dallas offense 17th in turnovers, 30th in interceptions with 18th. If Dak had played the whole year, would have led the league in interceptions. I think that's going to be a big story Sunday. I think they can take advantage of that. Great linebackers and safeties for the 49ers. One question I have, the Cowboys do have, a couple really good receivers. Do the 49ers have enough corners to match up with them? I don't know, but I think they can scheme up a way to get it done. The defense was first in points all year with 1.45 points per drive that they allowed. I expect them to be able to continue it. For those reasons, I like the 49ers -4 to head into conference championship weekend. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and check us out next time.